Hello, my ginger loves. Happy Sunday. Lavender Blues still on sale. Buy one, get one half off until the end of the month. I am so excited. Y'all just don't understand. July is going to be so freaking awesome. Even though we're still in June, I am in July, okay? It is wonderful. So, um, yeah, Lavender Blues, buy one, get one half off. Thank you to everyone who has been making purchases for my sale. I appreciate you all so much. I love you, I love you, I love you. Um, yeah. So today, I wanted to talk to you guys, Lavender Blues. Talk to y'all about this book that I got. I like my shirt. Heard it all before. Haha. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Sunshine Anderson has a new book out called One Hit Wonder. 7 steps to reinvent yourself. And so, as you can see, it's not a very big book, and that was purposeful. It wasn't intended to be something long. She talks about that in the book. Basically, she's discussing the different things that she's kind of been going through on her journey, as a way to come back and reclaim her fame, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. But for me, the book was truly about accountability, and it highlights a lot of different things that can help us on our journey when we have fallen off, or when we've been going through something and we've gotten into a place of negativity, or a place of low vibrational frequency, a place where we are depressed or stressed, anxious. This book talks a lot about the ways that Sunshine made a decision to get up and stop letting the world beat her, and stop beating herself. Um, it's really good. If you are on your journey and you are in a place where you are not quite sure how to pick yourself up again, you're not quite sure what to do in order to get to a place of freedom again in your mind, in your spirit, even financially, this book was really good for giving you some great jewels, some great tips on what she did in order to pick herself back up. So there were just a few things that were kind of like my favorites, so I wrote down some stuff. Okay. Um, the first chapter, be honest with yourself. So y'all know that I am very big on being who you are, being honest with who you are, knowing yourself, and understanding that everybody is not going to understand you. But if you are honest with yourself, if you know yourself, if you're able to do the shadow work, look at yourself, figure out what part you played, and be honest with where you are trying to be, and where you once were, not forgetting, but just moving on from it. That chapter spoke to me. In it, she talks about telling yourself the truth, not being afraid to make mistakes, or when you have made mistakes, admit to them. If you work with me, then you know that I don't mind telling on myself. Because I'm going to tell on me before somebody else can tell on me, and then tell you some shit that didn't really happen. Ooh, sorry. Not really. However, that's my truth. I'm always going to say, hey, this is the situation, this is what happened, this is the part I played in it, and let the cards fall where they may. But we have to own up to our stuff. We have to take accountability. And also, she talks about practicing daily being honest with yourself. That is work. It's work. It's work every day to look in the mirror, to look at yourself, and to just say, what could I have done differently? What did I do as far as my part? What part did I play in what's happening around me, to me, through me, whatever the case may be? This is a daily practice, and that is definitely something that I think we don't think about, being honest with ourselves every day. Because if you are honest with yourself, the people, the things, the places, the opportunities, all of those things will be drawn to you automatically. You just have to be yourself. The next thing that was really awesome for me was chapter 3, check your circle. So, little side story. Probably about 7 or 8 years ago, a really good friend of mine and I lost communication for legal reasons. Um, the person was in prison, and I knew that this person had gone to prison. Um, but I also knew that the lifestyle that they were living was not one that was conducive to their upbringing, not one that was conducive to the purpose that God had set forth for them. But it wasn't anything that I could do about it, because you're an adult and we have to make our own decisions, go through our own journey, and hopefully learn from mistakes. So, this person and I had been best friends since we were 13 and 14 years old. And it was very difficult to be separated from my friend. It was very difficult to watch this person experience the things that they were going through. And there were different life events that took place for this person's life and my life. But since we were children, I had been telling this person, be careful who you are around. Watch your circle. I have always felt that way, because I understand the importance of having certain energies, certain vibration around you. And even though I didn't know to articulate it like that when I was younger, as I've gotten older, I understand that our discernment is there to keep our circle in check. And so, for years, I would tell this person, don't think that person's a really good person for you to be around. I don't think this person is healthy for you to associate yourself with. But your friends are not my friends, and so when you want to be with those friends, I just don't have to be around. That's pretty much how that went. So, flash forward to maybe about 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I went home for Christmas one time. I'm from Jacksonville, Duval County, and this person was home also. And so we reconnected, and while we were talking, catching up, the thing that they said to me was, you were always right about checking my circle, because my circle is how I ended up in prison. The person um, that they were associating with, in order to get a reduced sentence, set my friend up, and my friend went to prison. And so, checking your circle is very, very important. You have to be careful with the energy that you allow to come into your space. You have to be careful with the vibration that you allow yourself to go into when other people are around you. You must always be very conscientious and understand that your circle will change. It will change a few times throughout your lifetime. And if it doesn't, then you might want to check yourself. Because as we grow, as we expand, as God enlarges our territory, as different life situations, as different circumstances, as different opportunities, different doors open and close, your circle is going to change, because everybody can't go with you. because some people want you to do better, just not better than them. And because in order for you to grow, sometimes you have to separate yourself from people who have no interest in growing themselves. So check your circle. That chapter in particular was extremely important for me, because through my transformation, through my reinvention, through what I've been going through lately, I've definitely experienced a change in my circle. We all know that I have no problem with walking away from anybody. If your vibration, your energy, your frequency doesn't align with what is happening in my life, and if you're not bringing any positivity, I don't mind walking away from you. Everyone should be that way. But I know it's more difficult for some people than for others. Sometimes some people have to experience terrible trauma in order for them to learn that lesson. So I hope that at some point in life, we all get to a place where when things are no longer serving us, that we check our circle and we walk away when we need to. Okay? And then the most important thing for me that I received from the book was definitely that you have to do the work. You have to do the work physically, you have to do the work mentally, you have to do the work emotionally, you have to do the work spiritually, you have to do your shadow work, you have to do your work where you are taking care of your temple. You have to be more aware of what you are allowing to come in. That's what things you listen to, things you watch, things that you participate in. All of those things not only affect you mentally, but your mental affects your spirit. So whatever you are concentrating, whatever you are putting your mind to, whatever you are constantly thinking of, it's going to eventually affect your spirit either in a positive or a negative way. So it's up to us to do the work. If you want to get to a place where you are no longer in lack, where you are no longer depressed, where you're no longer stressed, where you're no longer anxious, where negative feelings are no longer a part of your experience, you have to first make a decision that you don't want those things to be a part of your life, your experience, your journey, and then you have to take action. Faith without works is dead, and that's what that means. It means that you can't just believe that things are going to change and that's the end of it. You have to do work. Manifestation requires work. I appreciate Sunshine Anderson so much for this book. Y'all get y'all a copy. It's really, really awesome. Um, One Hit Wonder, Seven Steps to Reinvent Yourself by Sunshine Anderson. Thank you, girl. I love it. And also, I love my Heard It All Before shirt. I also have one in black, and I will wear it out in the public for people to see, because sometimes they want to tell me stuff. I heard that before already. I don't want to hear that no more. Okay? Love y'all so much. Everybody go to my Shopify. The link is in my bio for you to be able to get your lavender blues before the end of June. Buy one, get one 50% off. There's blueberries, there's lavender flowers, there's lemon, there's agave, there's ginger. It's really, really, really freaking delicious. And if you are a berry person, you will love it. I know that some people have a little thing about lavender, because if you use too much, it can kind of taste soapy sometimes. I don't use too much. Also, the tea is very calming. I created it for that reason, because I work in a very high stress, high anxiety, emotionally charged situation every day, my 9 to 5, and I wanted to create something for not just myself, but for the ginger loves that I see every day at work, and for you all, as a way to help you to kind of calm down and calm the spirit. The drink is very refreshing. The tea is very lovely to the palate. You will enjoy her, I promise. Okay? I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful week. Happy Father's Day to all of the fathers out there. Yes, I called mine already. And I hope that everyone takes into consideration some of the things that we've discussed today. I hope that some of you or all of you will go over and purchase this book. We've got to support each other in order to build up our community, in order to help black businesses to rise. We've got to support black women in business. There are so many of us now, and we are growing in numbers, and we need to support our community. We need to support our people. I love y'all so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.